Responders gathering today to remember the firefighter killed in the California wildfires. Corey Iverson died fighting the Thomas Fire on Thursday. The massive fire is only 40% contained tonight. Crews now say they won't be able to get this fire under control until at least January. But as you can imagine, that devastated mother believing that this never should have happened, her concern tonight is that other families could be going through the same thing. Well, right now we're still waiting on the snow, of course, to see if we're going to get a white Christmas. But folks in Idaho are already dealing with the white stuff. Snow-covered roads are making conditions slick for drivers out there right now. And folks in Nebraska saw about 2 to 3 inches overnight. Temperatures there expected to drop for Christmas Day. And now here right at home, the snow showers are expected to arrive tonight, just ahead of the big guy's arrival. And Rachel, the big question for everyone tonight, what's it going to be looking like tomorrow for Christmas morning? And as you can see behind me, this is still a very active scene. Investigators on scene tonight trying to pinpoint exactly what started this fire. A shooting in northeast Columbus leaving 2 people seriously hurt. All of this happening near Cleveland Avenue and Morse Road. Rob Wells live on the scene for us. And Rob, I see a very active scene there behind you. What can you tell us so far? And of course, we've seen allegations against some of the biggest names in Hollywood, Washington, and TV news. So when the temps drop this low, experts do have a few tips to help you avoid the hassle and expense of pipe repair. Travel headache, a blackout at Atlanta's airport affecting travelers across the country and right here at home. A family dispute leading to a vicious shooting. 2 people hurt, investigators trying to sort it all out. Christmas on the streets, a local community coming together to ensure those without have a bit of love this holiday season. They are headed to another shooting, actually, and we're trying to gather information about that. So obviously a horrible night in the city. But as for this one, you know, folks are very shaken in this community. If you can see right behind me, still a very active scene. I spoke with a number of people in this community, and we do start tonight with a developing story in East Columbus. This was the scene this morning as firefighters tried to save a woman from a burning home. Stacia, investigators here tell me that it's pretty touch and go at this point. And tonight, that little girl's mother, along with her boyfriend, are behind bars accused of the unthinkable. New tonight at 11, a major push underway right now to bring down the rising number of murders in the city of Columbus. A local pastor on the front lines working with both the police and the community to develop a plan to stop the bloodshed. Bob, that is the word we're getting from police tonight. Apparently, a man and a woman were arguing, and we're hearing that it was the woman who fired that shot. Of course, we understand that this man was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. We're still gathering more information, but as you can see, a very active scene here. John Glenn International Airport, like many airports across the country, pretty busy today. We caught up with plenty of folks just trying to make it through all of the travel madness. How about that? The greatest moment of your life. So not the birth of your kids, not graduation, none of that stuff. Not your wedding, this movie. I guess, what can you do? Well, if you were wondering, yes, I am a Star Wars fan myself. I also bought tickets, but not too far in advance, just a week in advance. I got mine for Monday, which is my off day, so I'm pretty excited as well, guys. The spirit of the season was alive and well today in South Columbus. A local church congregation coming together to bring holiday joy to more than 100 families, doing all they can to ensure they have a very Merry Christmas.
What kind of cheese?
Honestly, everything.
Really?
American, cheddar, just everything on a sandwich. And pretty much every day. So I don't know where I fall on that scale.
Right.
Probably a little bit too much. Tom, we were able to speak with a number of parents here. And let me tell you, they were pretty relieved to know that these kids made it back here safe and sound. Many happy when they saw that bus pull right up here to the school. Well, Rachel, you know, we've been following this story for a couple of days now. Now, the first time you went out to track down this deer, you were told that the deer could not be tranquilized. Now, has the idea been revisited now that this deer has been spotted a bit closer to some homes out there? Although the kids will do a bit of rehearsing when they get down to Tampa, it's not all about work. They will have a bit of fun. In fact, they'll get a bit of beach time. Woo! Lucky them. Also tonight, police are investigating a hit-and-run accident that left a man dead. Investigators telling us the man... Everybody is in the holiday spirit, including this guy right here. You know, Muggsy is pretty much everywhere. Get on out of here. I tell you what, everybody having a great time. They just lit the tree just a few minutes ago, so all of the families here excited. And check out this long line of kids waiting to see the man himself, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. They've come all the way from the North Pole to bring goodies, no doubt, for the kids. Santa! You're live on Channel 6 right now. We have to talk to you guys. Tell me, what is your favorite part And this basket giveaway has become somewhat of a tradition in that neighborhood. Folks who live in that community are certainly thankful for all the work that's being done. People in this community are still trying to come to terms with all of this, and many in this congregation trying to understand why this pastor would take his own life. 52-year-old Lance Dempsey was killed at a Dublin post office, and 53-year-old Ginger Ballard was killed at a nearby apartment complex. Rob Wells joining us live in studio with more from investigators who are trying to understand how all of this could happen. Rob, they say that's step number one. They say they're putting together a number of programs aimed at helping families and saving lives. We picked up this report from the police department, so officers are doing all they can to figure out exactly who these vandalizing Grinches are. We certainly can feel it as well. These temperatures continue to drop throughout the night, and we want to continue our team coverage tonight with Rob Wells, who's on the scene of a fire in southeast Columbus. And Rob, this could definitely pose a number of problems for first responders out there tonight. In fact, last night, about 2,000 people packed these bars, and they're expecting a lot more tonight and tomorrow. We spoke with the owners of the shop who say they've been getting the runaround for days trying to reach the city and the company that did the work with no water, as you can see here, and no luck. That is, until we got involved just today. How long ago did they come out and do this again?
It was about 2 weeks, roughly.
About 2 weeks ago. Tim Schoonard, owner of Rods, Guns, and Tactical in Marion, telling us the issues starting when the city required the business to replace their underground meter. Problems following pretty quickly.
The water is laying all the way up here.
Aqua, the city's water utility, hiring a third-party company, Vanguard, to do the repairs. Schoonard says not long after, the front yard flooded. These snapshots giving a good view of the issues. The city of Marion then shut off the water, saying that Schoonard had to cough up the cash for repairs.
I'm like, wait a minute. For a meter I didn't ask to be installed, I'm going to have to fix because it's not compatible. How's that my responsibility?
For days now, bringing in jugs of water just to be able to wash hands and use facilities.
It's cold, so it's not totally hygienic, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah. After running into a wall, coming to us for help, within hours, we got answers. The utility sending us this statement, saying in part, Vanguard has agreed to repair the water service line at no cost to the customer.
It could have destroyed us.
Schoonard relieved, saying the cost of those repairs could have been in the thousands.
We're small. We can't afford big expenses like this.
We're told a crew will be brought in Thursday morning to make those repairs, and the water should be turned on shortly thereafter. At that point, they can get rid of these water jugs. We will continue to monitor this issue to ensure that the work is done and everything runs smoothly. Reporting from Marion, Rodney Dunigan, ABC 6 News. In fact, a spokesperson telling us tonight that this was all a big mistake. But as you can imagine, that devastated mother believing that this never should have happened, her concern tonight is that other families could be going through the same thing.
She was a great person. She always had a smile on her face.
It's something no parent is ever prepared for, the loss of a child. Unfortunately, Karen Harrington knows that pain all too well.
She just brought joy to everyone she met.
Back in October, Harrington's 28-year-old daughter, Brianna, killed here along I-670 by the 4th Street exit, colliding into a guardrail. Harrington tells us the past few weeks have been hard on the family.
It's indescribable. Indescribable.
So you can only imagine her shock and anger getting this in the mail.
I guess because the car was in my name, it was my car. I don't know.
A bill from ODOT, $664.06. The money to pay for repairs to the guardrail, due the 27th of December.
And the police report says right on it that it was a fatal accident.
We got wind of the issue through our tip line Thursday, getting right to action. Contacting ODOT to find out how a deceased woman or her mother would even be charged. Within hours, getting results, a spokesperson telling us the bill was sent in error and ODOT will not pursue the issue any further.
I mean, everything related to this brings that moment up.
Harrington relieved we were able to get her answers. Admittedly, though, still frustrated.
We pay our taxes already, so like they're double dipping. That's how I feel. Whether somebody's killed or not.
And she also went on to tell me that she's speaking out tonight in hopes that other families will not have to go through this. They put together 3 nights of huge events here to say thank you to all of their customers. In fact, last night, about 2,000 people packed these bars, and they're expecting a lot more tonight and tomorrow. Of course, in the next few weeks, this area will be undergoing major changes.
It's going to be a very, very sad moment, I think, for everyone that's worked here for a long time.
Aaron Johnson, like many staffers here at the Park Street complex, saying their last goodbyes this weekend to 3 of the city's most well-known night spots.
Our regulars can't believe that we're not going to be open next week and are wondering where they're going to go next.
Park Street Patio, Park Street Saloon, and the Social Room closing their doors for good Saturday night. In a few weeks, this area of the Arena District undergoing a major overhaul.
I mean, it'll eventually hit me. Maybe tomorrow, but right now I'm just kind of like keeping cool.
New development plans include a hotel and office space. These renderings giving a view of how things could look. Managers telling us they are a bit disappointed, but say it's the price of progress. Construction slated to start in weeks.
In order for, growth to occur, you need to kind of out with the old, in with the new, if you will.
And owners of these businesses say they have no plans to relocate, so Saturday is officially the end, so they're urging folks to come out this weekend and have a good time. For now, reporting live in the Arena District tonight, Rodney Dunigan, ABC 6 News. A sigh of relief tonight for parents here at Marysville High School, thankful that things didn't turn out worse.
She just said, the bus was rammed from behind by a semi. She said, I'm okay, I have a headache and I'm sick to my stomach.
Shaken parents rushing to campus Friday afternoon after getting word from the district about the wreck. 43 students and all on board, 8 taken for treatment along with the bus driver, all expected to be okay.
I was glad. I mean, don't want to see nobody hurt.
Investigators telling us the bus heading south on I-71 when the driver of this rig slammed into the rear. The driver of the semi telling troopers he turned away for a split second before the crash, cited by OSP for causing the wreck.
We were just driving on the road on the highway, and then all of a sudden there was just a big impact, and people even thought that a tire had popped. They didn't know what hit them.
The district bringing in another bus to carry students back to campus. We were there for the emotional reunion with parents. Medics also on hand for those who need it.
Just a great reminder to hug your babies. I say it all the time to parents, but just a reminder of how thankful we all are for the blessings in our life, and don't let a moment go by or a door shut without saying I love you to the kids when they walk out.
We're told that most of the students on this field trip were seniors. They admit this turned out to be quite an eventful day. Reporting from Marysville High School, Rodney Dunigan, ABC 6 News. Feel like Santa Claus. Merry Christmas. Truly making a difference.
I'm honestly speechless. I didn't know.
Our viewers stepping up big time to help a family in need.
I didn't expect it. Really happy.
Just last week, we told you about vandals hitting David Cleland's Lancaster home, ripping up holiday lights. The family unable to afford replacements. All of it for his little baby son, Andrew.
Let's see, this is the Andrew from Santa.
Now this, gifts for the entire family.
There's just still some good people in this world.
Those giving preferring not to be identified, saying it's all about giving back, not about getting credit.
It's really great. It's really awesome, and I want to say thank you. I don't know who you are or where you're at, but thanks everybody for helping my family and my son have a great Christmas.
But we want to say thank you, Cleland's family. Unbelievably grateful.
And I'm very appreciative.
Reporting in Lancaster.
Enjoy the holiday season with your beautiful son. Merry Christmas.
Rodney Dunigan, ABC 6 News. Hey, how you doing, Bob? Let me tell you, come Friday, this will be one of the many bars and restaurants around town that will be bustling with activity. Of course, many fans around town not only pumped for the big game, but pumped for a huge win.
Oh, absolutely. I'm stoked about it. I mean, come on. Cotton Bowl, USC, got to get some revenge on them.
The excitement already bubbling over.
I'm always on pins and needles whenever we play the game.
It's the last game for a long time, so it's always exciting and get together with family and friends and watch the game and cheer them on.
At the Buckeye Corner in the West Campus area,
These are the new Cotton Bowl t-shirts from Nike.
fans gearing up. All Cotton Bowl ready.
During game days, we have lines wrapped all around the store.
Buckeye fans are the best fans in the world, so like they always get hyped for the games.
Folks confident, no doubt, in an OSU win.
College football, I think, is the best.
Got to give me a final score. What do you think?
Tomorrow? I'm thinking maybe 42-21.
Grandview Cafe, always a hot spot.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be packed.
They're expecting a huge game day crowd.
Bring your scarlet and gray out and come to have a good time.
One thing's for sure, fans around town ready for the action.
We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a great game.
And managers here are urging folks to get out early tomorrow. It will be standing room only. They're expecting a lot of excitement and a lot of fun. Reporting live in Grandview tonight, Rodney Dunigan, Fox 28 News.